Peace and love. My name is Queen Ayacodobae, and I'm bringing you the source of the force, live and correct. This is a story about a woman in America from Haiti. And she said, there I was sitting in my office, in my chair, writing about what wonderful things the Creator and all the divine and righteous ancestors have done for me, the knowledge and the wisdom that I have been blessed with. She said it was overwhelming for me for a while there when I kept thinking about how blessed I really am. My children, my children's children, my family and friends here in the United States and abroad, and my mother in Haiti, back home. I was feeling so thankful and so blessed and giving praise. I remember just putting my hands to the sun and giving thanks to all the divine and righteous ancestors and all the natural life and light-producing forces and all the natural resources. I was so grateful to the Almighty God in creation. And while I doing it, like a short interruption, I hear maybe the television saying something about an earthquake in Haiti. I said, no, I can't believe that. Because just not so long ago, I was speaking to my mother on the telephone. So I know it wasn't true. So I cut the television off. And later, I started going back to my bio and setting up the graphics and looking to see what I could do next. And I felt a little tired. So I said, well, let me take a rest. And I just lay down on the bed with my clothes right there and drop off asleep. Bip! Only a few minutes I was sleeping because the phone was just ringing and ringing. So I pick up the phone and I answer it. Peace and love. It was Lafetti, my cousin from Haiti. She said, I think you better turn on the CNN news because Haiti just had a very bad earthquake. What? Very bad. I dropped the phone. I remember running to the television and turning on the box. Oh my God, I saw it! Oh! It was terrible. It was devastating. Dead bodies all over the ground. Rubble, cement, garbage, blood. One horrific act after another. I couldn't believe my eyes. Oh my God, have mercy! Have mercy! I cried out. Oh God, what is happening? I look around. I was devastated. I couldn't stop crying. I couldn't stop crying. Ah! Oh, I scream. I scream, and then something said, get a hold of yourself and start to pray. And I did start to pray. I remember I started to pray. Oh God, have mercy. Hear my prayers. And I pray, and I pray, and I pray, do you divine will, do you divine will, do you divine will, do you divine will, do you divine will. And I pray until I drop off asleep. And I remember sitting there until I slept. And in my sleep, I could hear the voices crying out, help me, somebody, I'm here, help me. Ah, wake up! I wake up. I can't believe it. I tried to calm my mouth, but the phones in Haiti were dead. I couldn't even reach Lafetti, who called me to tell me about the earthquake. I keep calling and calling, but nobody is answering the phone. I'm so frightened. I'm so frightened. I go back and I watch the TV, and this is the second day. And I see more dead bodies and more devastation. And only a few people have been survivors. and the rest are buried in the gravel. And so many people rapping and going about in the street, and people laying down with the dead bodies on the ground. And I just scream, ah! I just remember starting to scream. I scream and I scream and I fell out. I was falling down and screaming. And the next day, I wake up. I was in a strange bedroom and strange walls. I look around. I didn't recognize the place. It was my neighbor's house. She said she had called me, but I was screaming so loud and crying so big. She wanted to see what was wrong with me, and when she came to my house, she said I was laying in the hall on the floor, sleeping with the phone in my hand. I was devastated, so much torment, so much pain. My chest started to hurt again. I said, listen, I'm very grateful to you, but I'm going to have to go back home because I need to try to get in touch with my mother. My mother is there. I want to find my mother, please. You don't understand, but I will come and call you later. And I rush home to my little place to see if I could get in touch with my mother. And I watched the TV again, and I remember it kept showing so much of the people, so much of the sickness and the body parts and the dead bodies and the blood, and the buildings collapsed. And no one can get through here. And I heard them say, we want to help, but no one can do this. And I heard them say, we want to help, but nobody can do that. And I say, well, why are they sending the military when they have the hospital ship in Baltimore? Why can't they get them? I've seen them save dogs. I've seen them save horses and whales for thousands of dollars. Why you can't help the people? And another day went, and it was the fourth day, and I wouldn't know where my mother is. And so when I turned on the TV this morning, I start to look. I start to search the TV while the cameras were all on the ground, moving about. My eyes started to roam with the cameras to see. I recognize the places, so I want to see if I know anybody. And there I was looking, and I was looking, and I was frightened, and my chest was hurting, about to bust open. And I was still looking and holding myself, and then it hit me. Oh my God, it's my mother! Mother! It's my mommy! I see she's dead on the street, and her clothes are torn off, and her arm is about. And dead bodies all around her body. I feel, Mama! I ran to the phone. I called CNN. I want them to know, oh, this is me. My mother, I see you on the phone, on the television. I see my mother, and I know the place. I recognize her body. I can tell you where it is so you can help me to identify her, but I realized there's nobody else on the phone. Nobody was there. Nobody answered. They didn't hear me. And my mother was there. And while I was watching, I see a big truck, a bulldozer come and push my mother's body and a bunch of other bodies into this big fog and lift them up off the ground. No! No, don't do it! No, don't do that! And I see them take the bodies up high and dump them into something like a dumpster. I scream, oh, Mama! How will we identify her? How will we know where to find her? How will we fix her up to bury my mother? Oh, my God! What kind of dog would do this to people? Those are my family and friends and our people. When the soldiers have an accident, a car crash, or a plane crash, when they are in war, you take time to find the bodies, the body parts, the clothes, a letter, a dog tag. something and you cover them up on the ground and you identify them so you can say how many died. How will you know how many Asians died? Oh my God, how will we know who is gone where and why are you taking our babies?